Hey there, I'm Steve from the Central Land Council Media Unit. Just want to take a few minutes to tell you about some of the opportunities you've got now that some of our territory parks have been handed back and you'll receive rent money for them. But first, I'll just tell you how this came about. Since 2004, the Northern Territory Government has been handing back a lot of the national parks in Central Australia to Aboriginal people. They've been doing this because there was a court case which meant that Aboriginal people would probably win if they took the government to court over the land. So the government thought it would hand them back and avoid long and costly court cases. It said it would hand the parks back if people agreed to them being jointly managed parks, and the government would pay rent to traditional owners. Once signed, the joint management and rent deal will last for 99 years. On the 10th of November 2010, the members of the Central Land Council decided that the park rent money all over Central Australia should be spent for community benefit in the communities where the traditional owners live. This means that the rent money won't be handed out as cash and must be spent on projects that benefit traditional owners.
You know, there's a variety of things that people have decided to spend their money on, and the council said, okay, if that's where you want to go, then look, that's something that we'd like to support and go down that path. So I guess the decision was made last year to direct everyone to go down that track.
The council made this decision for a few different reasons. The council knew that quite a few traditional owner groups had been talking about using their rent for good projects, like fixing up outstations. The council also believes that sometimes the government is more willing to put money into projects if communities have already put their own money in as well. This can make the money go further and help make remote Aboriginal communities better places to live and give young Aboriginal people more opportunities. The council decision means that with support from Land Council staff, people will have to start thinking about some good projects that benefit their communities and then work out how to make these projects happen. This is called community development, and there are other groups of traditional owners in Central Australia already using their mining and rent money for community development with the Land Council's help. Anangu have been using their rent money from Uluru National Park for community development for almost 6 years now. The traditional owners of Uluru Karajuda live in lots of different communities, and each year they get together and decide on 3 communities to get money from the rent for community development.
Kuari pajananga mpa, war pungkula pajananga, channa punya swing polanga, wirora nyenandako. Owa pukul wirona kolonina, nyanga palonya reklok loganya, cici jurango pukul do nyakunjako, nuno palo jana enkanjako, cici polo la nyena bejuta, pukul papajandako.
We got workshop now through community development. So we're just starting to get things for our workshop. And also we got from the community development, we got art center and the solar. The solar was the first one, and the solar really helped us because we used to spend a lot of money on diesel.
Anak kita pulka popular ini ya, pulka jalan tungguin kalau popular itu. Tuh cungan bawaan cara orang macam orang ni cakap orang kadang. Ulah, koli ni baca cara dengan nanya hal pemulaan orang, baca encon mana. Cara mulai jalan orang nampak orang panjang kita.
Warlpiri people have spent a lot of royalty money on education with the money paid by Newmont Asia Pacific.
And this money was given to
them for their program, for sports and activities, discourse, and media, using that money to make animation from Walbury books and some other activities. And Walbury books are made in Indian school, BRDU, and it is given to other schools too. And that money is also given to BRDU to produce more Walbury books for Walbury schools in Yundamu, Lajamanu, Nyirpe, and Willara.
It's pretty great opportunity to be overseeing the production of these books and to make sure that it stays strong and stays grounded, in the community level with the people.
When we got the money from Uluru, we used it for one building for the ladies, for older ladies and the young ladies to go and learn from the old ladies to do a painting and making basket and all those things. The other one is for the children, not only for the children, the basketball is for everybody, the whole community. We use that for like anything, barbecue, concert or anything, but we look after the basketball court. And the other one was the workshop for the fellows to learn, to train.
These projects from the Tanami and Uluru are just to give you an idea of what other groups are doing with their rent money. These are just two examples of groups deciding they wanted better things for their communities, so spending their money on community development. Now you have an opportunity to use your money to choose projects that can have lasting benefits for your communities. The CLC Community Development Unit has helped the Walbury and Anungu get the Wet and the Uluru projects happening. Now the Land Council's Community Development Unit is ready to assist you getting your community development projects happening. So there's a few things that you need to remember. The money still belongs to you, the traditional owners. You're the ones who decide which projects get funded, and you're the ones who plan to make these projects happen. So you're the ones who make the final decisions. Today, you might want to think about some of the things you would like to do with your park rent money for your community. The CLC's community development staff can help you start thinking by showing you some of the ideas other people have had.
It's a lifetime opportunity, really, because it's going to benefit not only us, our people, but, generation to come, yeah. It's going to help them on the way, yeah. It's a good opportunity, I reckon.